Hello and good morning. Happy Monday, friends. Hello, everybody. I know you can't see me right now. I gotta move some things around. Hopefully you can hear me. I think you can hear me. Let's just move some things around and I will make sure I am seen. Let's see. There. Hello, friends. What's up? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. How is everyone doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on a second. Welcome, everybody. It's another great week. It is Monday. So today we're going to do all law of attraction stuff. So I'm excited about that. Now, if I look a little strange to you, it's because I'm backwards. Something has happened with the video that I couldn't figure out this morning. I just couldn't figure it out. So, hello, Melanie. Hello, Shannon. I'm backwards. But, see, this is actually, it's the opposite way. Anyway, how are you? I hope that you're doing well. Today we're going to do all law of attraction stuff. I hope that you can hear me okay. I have a brand new microphone. So hopefully you can hear me. We're going to talk about some different things. Let's move this down a little bit. You might see some crazy cats running around. So, hello, Laura. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Say hello if you are in the chat. Please say hello. And do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up on the. This is so bizarre because I hold this up and it's over there. Anyway, please give a thumbs up here to like the video. That helps me out a lot and helps other people to find us. So, hello, Sue. Hello, Noel. Good. Sound is echoing a little bit. I have to get really close to it. So, anyway, it's a whole situation. But that's okay. Can you hear me now? It needs to be about right here all the time. And I can't get the right angle. But whatever. What are you going to do? Hello, Janine. Okay, I'm going to have to put it down there. That's just the way it is. Okay, so let's start. We're going to talk law of attraction today. First of all, put into the chat if you, how are you feeling today? Please put one word into the chat about how you're feeling today. I'm feeling hopeful. That's my feeling. I feel good. I feel hopeful. Right? There's a lot of things going on. That goes in bed. Thanks. But anyway. It probably is better if this is right next to my face. This is much better, I'm sure. But I don't have anything. Put it right here. It's the reason that we don't have that. The girls chewed up the wire on my headset mic. So I got this. We shall see. All right, let's see. Fantastic. Woke. What word do you have for how you feel? We'll do a little bit of a breathing thing, and then we're going to talk about some law of attraction. Be fun. Okay? Anyone else want to say what their word is of how they're feeling? Put it in the chat. Anybody? All right. Let's just take a minute to say and do an energy focusing before we start to talk. So let's take a deep breath. Find yourself. Allow yourself to be. Focus on how you're breathing in and out right now. Good. Allow yourself to come back. Good. All right. Okay. Open your eyes. All right. Very good. That is working with your vibration. Say yes if you feel differently by taking a few deep breaths and stopping. Please say yes in the chat if that's true for you. And I will tell you that everyone here that did that is going to say yes. Remember, today we're talking law of attraction. We're doing law of attraction work, which is fun, which I haven't done it for a while. So, here's the deal. I know there's a lag. That's okay. We have to talk about vibration. Let's talk about what law of attraction is. The law of attraction states that I attract to my life what I give my attention and energy and focus to. Right? So how often are you giving attention to that? How often are you doing that? Because the more that you do that, guess what you get more of? Anything that matches the vibration of right? Law of attraction is not, it's like I say about Course in Miracles all the time. The Course in Miracles is not a course in figuring it out. Because many times, not all the time, there's a time and place for, that's what I want to say, there's a time and place for figuring things out, for sure. Now, here's the deal. We tend to deliberately use our figuring out mind, which is fine, for everything. You get it? But what's really going on here is that there's something other than your figuring out mind. What I always say in my law of attraction work and when I teach my students is I always say that I want you to think about it as the law of vibration, not the law of attraction. Because if you mind your vibration, then from that place, when you start to say, I'd like to experience that, that sounds really good, I really like, from there, you can start to match a vibration to the thing, experience, whatever that you want. Does that make sense? Right? So, allowing yourself to be, this is why doing something, you don't have to do A Course in Miracles, but it's my path. Doing something like A Course in Miracles is paramount to really being a deliberate attractor and manifester in your life, right? You know, my teacher, one of my teachers, Michael Loge, who's awesome, incredible, he now has been, for the last couple of years, doing something called the Emotion Code. That works for him. And that is helping people to clear out vibrations. Because what happens is you say, I want this, but you have a vibration of, I don't deserve it, other people get it, this is a time of pandemic, da-da-da, and all of that is in between the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, having it come into your life and you wanting it. Does that make sense? So you've got all this other stuff. So like I said, Michael Loge is doing, and check him out, he's an awesome guy, great teacher, doing the Emotion Code, because that seems to be clearing people's barriers. So I've tried it, it's fine, I think it's awesome. For me, it doesn't really work. I haven't tried it enough. But The Course in Miracles does, right? Meditation does. So that's why I'm talking about the tools that I help you. But there's a million tools with. There's a million tools. So remember, everything is about a vibration. And another word for vibration is what? Feelings. Your feelings. What you think of, what you focus on, is going to give you a feeling. Right? It's going to give you a feeling. The feeling just doesn't arise from anywhere. Except peace. Except peace does arise, because that's what you are, right? But if you look at what you don't want, you're going to have feelings of anxiety. If you look at what you do want, you could have feelings of anxiety too, but that's okay. You have got to be able to come back to your vibrational space. You have to understand about vibration. I always say, this is of course is ultimate, right? I always say we only do vibrational matches. If you've taken any of my classes, I would say we only do matches. We only do matches. Of course, there are things that aren't matching in your life, but this comes back to the attention thing, the attention thing, the attention thing. When you are giving attention to what you don't want, you'll attract what you don't want. So this is why positive thinking doesn't work. This is why positive, and I'm going to take your questions. So everyone that's here, write a question down or a comment, because I'm going to take some questions. I just want to say that. Positive thinking doesn't work. Do you know why positive thinking doesn't work? Everybody? Do you know why? Do you know why it doesn't work? Because what's the opposite of positive? Negative. So when you're trying to be positive, you're focusing on the negative. I'm going to use this microphone all the time. So positive thinking doesn't work. It never has. It never will. Now, I'll take that back for a second. It might make you feel better for a second. But ultimately, you've got to find a way to change your vibrational base enough that you don't need to focus on positive. That's just the way it is. Because when that's just the way it is, guess what? You will attract anything that you want to. You will co-create anything and everything that you want, right? Melanie says, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now, if you have anything in your life right now that you would like to experience that you're not experiencing, and you're focusing on it, and it's not coming, it's because of this. Because you have not done enough work on yourself to be good with whatever it is. To be in a vibrational space that doesn't matter if I'm rich, it doesn't matter if I'm poor, it doesn't matter if I'm sick, it doesn't matter if I'm dead, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. And when I say doesn't matter, I don't mean that you don't care. Because the underlying vibrational force is I'm good no matter what. I'm good no matter what. Here's the work, here's the work, here's the work. This is when you start doing spiritual awakening work, the law of attraction just starts to kick in. Well, it's always kicking in, but you see it. Because you're feeling better, and you're feeling more jazzed, more peaceful, more, you are like, it's like the way I would say, God, this is so weird backwards. It's like a duck. Water off a duck's back. No matter what other people do, it's their thing. What I do is my thing. We're caught up in a vibrational, I was going to say something bad. I'll say it, shit show. Because we keep trying to match other people's vibrations, and we keep resisting other things. We keep going, no, more of that, no, more of that, no, more of that thing I don't want, that I'm giving attention to. No more of it. No more bad relationships. No more this political party. No more fat on my thighs. You get it? Take a deep breath. Hello, Mel. Hello, everyone that's just joined. Please say hello. I'm just looking at the chat right now. But you can't consciously lie to yourself. Yeah. The ego lies to us, but you can't consciously lie to yourself. You can consciously lie to yourself. You can't unconsciously. Well, I kind of agree with that. Everything's vibration. Let's just go back to that. Everything's vibration. It's all feelings. It's all vibration. So when you mind your vibration, then everything falls into line. Now let me tell you this. It doesn't fall in line exactly how you think it should fall in line. And that's where the rub is. Because it rarely falls into line the way that you think it should. But it does fall in line. Do you get it? Sometimes it does. Sometimes you're like, oh my God, that's exactly how I thought it would be. Oh my God, that's exactly it, right? But sometimes you go, here it is, but I never thought it would come that way, right? let me look over here in the chat, and then I'm going to start to take your questions and comments about what you need some help with or challenges with law of attraction. Let's see. The collective consciousness is a state of cognitive dissonance we must start within. That's the truth. I agree with that, Noel, totally. I try to avoid negative people, but it doesn't always work. Of course it doesn't, because you're trying to avoid negative people. Get it? You are, but the feelings match, not the positive thought. That's a really good point. That because you're trying to be positive, and inside you're like, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Okay, here's one of my favorite truths ever, and it's the first principle in A Course in Miracles, the principle of miracles. And here it is. And if you get this, you don't got to do no freaking law of attraction work. It just happens. And here it is. You can write this down. It's the number one principle of miracles. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. One is not bigger than the other. So, if you really get that, there's a little bit more of that, but that's the most. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. One is not bigger than the other. One is not harder than the other. So what you do is you go, well, I'm sure I can get a cup of coffee today. I can attract a cup of coffee, but I sure am not going to be able to deal with my $5,000 bill or whatever. Or I sure, now listen to me very clearly, but I sure can't change my mother. Well, yeah, you can't change your mother. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. You don't need to change your mother, first of all. Wasn't that a great example? But let's just talk. It's as easy to get a cup of coffee as it is to clear up your thousands of dollars of debt. Same thing. In French, they say même chose, right? It's the same thing. The difference is that you think it's harder. There's a reason why I don't pay any rent here in New York. That everything worked out in a way that I didn't plan, but boy, oh boy, I have free rent in New York City. There's a reason why that I paid $18 in the last 3 years for taxes. And all legally. There's a reason why I got free shoes this week. Because I know there's no order of difficulty in miracles. Now listen, I'm not sitting there going, there's no order of difficulty in miracles, I want the free shoes, I want the free... That is not what I'm doing. But it ends up being that I get these shoes and then Amazon's, and I try them on, they seem like they're way too tight, I'm like, I gotta return these. Then I find out that Amazon says, oh, we never delivered your shoes. I'm like, yeah, you did. And then the next day I was like, well, I got to return these anyway because they're way too small. It's not going to work. And I get a thing from Amazon saying, since you have not received your shoes, we're going to refund you. And so now you have like $39 credit for these shoes. And I was like, I was about to tell you. And then I was like, you know what? A little gift from the universe there. And then guess what? I'm like, I got these free shoes now. I got free shoes. And so I go to open them up. I'm like, let me try them on one more time. Let me see. This is how my life works. Let me just see. And I go to take them out. I take the little things out. And I realize that when I tried them on before, there was a big cardboard piece inside the shoe that was making it really tight. I took the cardboard out, and they fit perfectly. Free shoes. Because there's no order of difficulty in miracles. Do you get it? I wasn't like, I really want free shoes. I was like, $39. I'll get those shoes. Right? So, all right, take a deep breath, everyone. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not the expert at manifestation, but I do know how it works. Right? I'm going to look at the chat. Please put your questions in there. I'll start to take some questions. If I look over there, it's because I'm looking at the chat. So, all right, let's just do this. Let's see. Melanie, try to avoid negative people. I answered that. Don't try to avoid negative people. You don't have to hang out with them either. You got to find a way of not trying to avoid. All right, let's see. Well, you can, but the feeling matches the. That's right. Thank you, Amazon. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, all that is. Thank you to everything that falls into place perfectly. Let's see. Janine got a free bed from Wayfair. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's my sister there. She got a free bed from Wayfair because something kind of similar happened to her. You see? You see? You see? Let's see. Yep, you taught me so much about Course in Miracles. I'm so glad. So glad. All right. Let's talk about any questions or challenges you're having with manifesting. We've got a few minutes left here. I'll have a sip of coffee. Or anything law of attraction related. I'll hang out for a little while. I'm going to have to go pretty soon. Okay. All right. While that's happening, I have a new Instagram dedicated to New York City. So it's maxin_NYC on Instagram. All New York City related. Because I go out and I take pictures and stuff. I was like, you know what? I was inspired by Emily in Paris. And so, yeah. Oh, today's podcast is all about fun. All about fun. So watch the podcast. The link is below. Listen to the podcast. All right, let's see here. Difference in opinion is not negative. No, it's not. The feeling of being afraid of being wrong feels negative. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. For sure. You're exactly right. The feeling of afraid of being wrong is a negative. Fear isn't real. Hello, England. Hello, Jeremiah. Nice to have you here. Okay, Dilkin, if you try to avoid negative people, won't it just bring up more into your life? That's exactly right, Dilkin. That's exactly right. It will bring more into your life. You might be able to, now here's the deal, you might be able to get away from some of them a little bit more. Others will show up. Because you're pushing against. What you resist persists over and over and over. Right? That's why when you're in a good vibration, that's why when things are working out for you, sit in that, sit in that, sit in that, be in that vibration, be in that feeling, because this is exactly what's happening with the universe. It's going to give you more of things and situations and events and experiences that match that vibration of like, right now in this country, there is a collective relief feeling. Not everybody, but there is definitely a collective relief feeling that's very palpable in this country. Doesn't matter. But there is definitely a feeling in the collective consciousness that there's a you know what I'm talking about. Milk that feeling. Feels so good, right? Don't overanalyze too much. Remember at the beginning of this, I was saying you think too much. Just go with the feeling, go with the feeling. All right, let me go to the chat over here. Mel says, so is the subconscious belief of feeling not worthy preventing the Yes, of course. The subconscious feeling of not worthy is what's preventing manifestation all the time, because you still believe that there's an order of difficulty in miracles, because you're not good enough, you're not deserving enough, you haven't done enough work, Remember, easy peasy is a really good thing to start using in your life. Easy peasy, easy peasy. It's easy. It's easy. If you're ever trying to manifest something, this is a really good thing. If you're ever trying to manifest anything in your life, my friend Polly, who I do the podcast with, she talks about this all the time, is that you've got to include easy peasy. Easy peasy. It's got to just be easy. Because work, if it's hard, there's work that's very rewarding, but you know what I mean, resistant work, then it's not going to be very good. And so, now persistence and consistency is a whole other thing, then we get into some nuance there, right? But just always say, and it's all going to fall into my lap easily and effortlessly. One of the first things that I started doing, hold on Tinkerbell, for 1 second, is that I started using the affirmation, money falls into my lap easily and effortlessly. And at that time, money sure was not falling into my lap easily and effortlessly. It was a struggle, it was a struggle, it was a struggle, it was a struggle. And little by little, it started to change, and things started to change, and so that's the kind of easy peasy. Now I wake up in the morning and they're like, oh, you got a payment. Now I look and like, oh, this person's going to give me money and this other person gave me money, and I wake up and I made money in my sleep. And that is one thing that I said to myself 10, 15 years ago, I want to make money in my sleep, and now I make money in my sleep. And it didn't happen. Listen, it did not happen in the time period that I thought it should, and it didn't happen the way I thought it would at all. But now, I make money in my sleep. And I wake up and I see on my phone, it's like, oh, payment. Not every day, but that's what's happening. You get it? All right. Tinkerbell. Oh. Noelle is seeing and feeling it more than ever. I love it. You're welcome. All right. Any other... I have a reminder that appears in my phone 3 times a day. That's a good thing. Training the brain. Love it. The lack of anxiety brings peace to everyone. Yes, it does. Janine's going to write what's on her. It says that. Oh, money falls into my lap easily and effortlessly. Hey, listen, there's a great book. The Little Money Bible. The Little Money Bible by what's his name? Oh, shoot. He wrote 1 million metaphysical books. It's a great little book. Oh, God. I almost had it there. What's his name? I forget. Anyway. Okay. All right. Any comments or questions about law of attraction? Can you hear the work outside? Welcome to New York. This is so freaking me out. I have got to change that camera. Weird. It's weird. I'm backwards. Okay. Anyone want to say anything before we go? All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and make sure that you put in your calendar. Mondays at 9 a.m. Eastern is when we do these lives. Last week I had a problem cutting that one and whatever. I couldn't put it, but I will. I'll take this and edit it down and try to put it up so you can see it. If you would like, if you're not subscribed here, please subscribe. The other thing is, if you'd like to support my work, you can go to patreon.com, which is right down below. You can become a subscriber. You can help me. That is how I make money, and that is one of the reasons that I get these. Oh, got paid. You got paid. Oh, you got paid, which is really great. Bye bye. Happy Monday. Okay. I love doing the lives too. And definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm doing both 3 Instagrams. Attract Positive Results on Instagram and at Max_NYC. Like Emily in Paris, Max in New York City. But there's an underscore between in and NYC. Okay? All right, I love you so much. Have an incredible day. If you have any more comments, please write them below in the stream, and I will answer them. Okay. Remember, today could be the best day of your life. And that's the truth. All right. Bye.